फास्टेस्ट क्रिकेट स्कोर अपडेट्स या सबसे डिटेल्ड स्टैट्स,
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें
या हेल्दी डिबेट्स,
सबसे एक्यूरेट एनालिसिस
या फैंस का क्रेज, सबके लिए एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म, क्योंकि क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट।
Team India wins the Asia Cup 2023. Hello everyone, welcome to Cricket Next. I am Suramya Kaushik, and without taking much of your time, let me introduce you all with Chetan Narula, Taus Rizvi and Animesh Nath. Guys, I'm seeing you here much before than expected. It wasn't expected at all that we'll be seeing each other and talking about India's victory so soon. But what a show by Team India. Taus, I'll begin with you. You're wearing this Indian jersey. I'm sure you must be quite happy with the way Team India has won this match. They've crushed Sri Lanka. What do you have to say? I think firecrackers were out there, but they were all pale in comparison to what Siraj did. 4 wickets in just 1 over. Let's begin from that.
Absolutely, absolutely. In fact, last night, we was talking about the same thing, right? Who's going to win? Who should be positive? Why we should be positive, and why this team deserves to be the winners of Asia Cup. After a long time, we have put up such a beautiful show, especially after that disappointment in WTC, where we did not, where we missed Jasprit Bumrah, KL Rahul, Shreyas Iyer, a lot of other players. But this is a very, very good news, especially just before the World Cup, and we have peaked at the right time. The whole year was a bit of mixed, disappointing injuries and results not being in our favor. This is a good news going into the World Cup. And I mean, we just spoke about Mohammed Siraj, the way he bowled, superb. I mean, what a combination, especially Jasprit Bumrah coming back from a long forced injury break, and then these two coming and complementing each other. And without these two, I mean, I don't think so. It would have been such an easy win for Sri Lanka, for India, and they completely annihilated Sri Lanka, and it was a pure Lanka Dehen show, right?
Absolutely. And Chetan, as Taus clearly mentioned here, that before Asia Cup, people were having their own doubts with this team, but this team has showcased time and again in this tournament why they deserve this title. It is the 8th title for Team India in Asia Cup. What do you have to say about the team now?
Look, in this Asia Cup, I think what India needed was intensity. They needed to change their focus. Whatever has happened पिछले 2-3 महीने में 4 महीने में जो भी ओडीआई क्रिकेट में हुआ है भारत के साथ, उसको चेंज करने की जरूरत थी. वो इंटेंसिटी बदलने की जरूरत थी. इवन ग्रुप स्टेज से सुपर 4 तक भी वो इंटेंसिटी बदलने की जरूरत थी, और वो उन्होंने किया. आई थिंक they were really successful in doing that. They were able to change that momentum in that Pakistan game, and despite defeat against Bangladesh, they never really looked back. Defeat against Bangladesh was very weird कि आपकी second string team 250 to 260 chase नहीं कर पाई. So उस सबको side में रख दो. एक narrative change करना था, एक intensity का momentum ये सब change करना था. उसमें I think Team India has really succeeded. एक बार पाकिस्तान का momentum खत्म हो गया, उसके बाद
Chetan, I'm saying that we'll talk about all those changes also, because right now we're talking about the victory of Team India. So let's first talk about the victory, and then I'll also come to the changes that Team India did in the match against Bangladesh, because it's also important for us to talk about those changes moving to World Cup. Now, Animesh, this is a big victory for Team India. We were just talking that, you know, how big the margin is in terms of the balls, right? And if I talk about Team India's victories in this whole tournament, they registered 228-run victory against Pakistan. Then they also defeated Sri Lanka with a decent margin in the earlier game. Also, they tasted a defeat against Bangladesh. That's a different scenario. But here again, they have won with 263 balls left. This speaks a lot about Team India, isn't it?
बिल्कुल, और ये जीत बड़ी है क्योंकि आप देखिए 263 बॉल्स बची हुई हैं, उस पर आपको जीत मिली. उसके बाद लगभग पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ भी आपको इसी एशिया कप में सबसे बड़ी जीत मिली. और ये जीत आपके लिए सबसे बड़ी बात है कि आपके लिए वर्ल्ड कप में एक प्रेशर क्रिएट करेगी. कोई भी टीम जब इंडिया के सामने खेलेगी तो उस पर एक प्रेशर होगा कि ये टीम किस तरह की लय के साथ वहां पर जा रही है. और वहां पर ऐसे प्लेयर्स का फॉर्म में आना, मोहम्मद सिराज के बाद से ये गेंदबाजी जो हमने बहुत घातक गेंदबाजी देखी, 6 विकेट उन्होंने निकाले, 3 विकेट हार्दिक पांड्या ने निकाले. तो ये कहीं ना कहीं जो हमारी डिपेंडेंसी थी उसको भी क्लैरिटी देता है कि हम हर तरीके से बुमराह पर डिपेंड नहीं है. जो कहीं ना कहीं हर टीम के पास एक ही मैसेज जाएगा कि हमारी डिपेंडेंसी एक बॉलर पर नहीं है.
हम्म। और ये जीत जरूरी भी थी ताउस, जिस तरह से अभी अनिमेश ने बताया कि बुमराह पर डिपेंडेंसी नहीं है। आपने देखा सिराज ने आज किस तरह से बॉलिंग करी। जब एंड ऑफ फर्स्ट इनिंग्स था उसमें सिराज आए थे, उन्होंने कहा कि पहले उन्हें 4 विकेट मिले थे एक मैच में और वो बहुत समय से इंतजार कर रहे थे कि कब वो 5 विकेट हॉल आए, और आज जब 5 मिला तो क्या शानदार तरीके से आया है। इट स्पीक्स अ लॉट अबाउट द टैलेंट द टीम इंडिया हैज। आज हमने हार्दिक पांड्या को देखा और सिराज को देखा। अब हम यहाँ से चलेंगे दूसरे बड़े टूर्नामेंट की तरफ। थोड़ा सा समय बाकी है वर्ल्ड कप के लिए भी। क्या लग रहा है कि इस बॉलिंग अटैक के साथ टीम इंडिया, ये जो बड़ी बड़ी टीम्स है ऑस्ट्रेलिया, न्यूजीलैंड, इंग्लैंड, इन्हें कैसे सामना करेगी?
Yeah, absolutely. This team is the team that can win the World Cup. Yeah, we are playing at home. Then we have set the combination right, exactly what we wanted just before the World Cup. But यहाँ पर देखिए teams तो देखिए श्रीलंका थी. They were playing a bit despite playing at home. They were missing the few players of theirs. Although होते भी तो कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता अगर ये team India same team 11 खेलती. But then we are going to face some kind of threat from Australia and England, and these two teams are the most dangerous teams to watch out for right now. For India, a threat for India is are Australia and England. Baki right now, I mean, if this team goes in, nobody can stop it यार. और आप बात कर रहे थे जसप्रीत बुमराह की, देखिए जसप्रीत बुमराह नहीं थे तो काफी मेजर अफेक्ट कर रहे थे फास्ट बॉलर्स को अपने, खास करके वी वर ऑन द बैक फुट. वो कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं दिख रहा था आपको हमारे बॉलर से, चाहे वो शमी हो या सिराज हो. और जसप्रीत बुमराह के आने के बाद इफ यू सी the whole dynamics of Indian fast bowling and followed by the spinners, it has changed a lot. Confidence भर के आ रहा है, भर के आ रहा है. And the way Jasprit Bumrah has come in, he is bowling like he is a 2.0 right now. अब जो जसप्रीत बुमराह देखेंगे अगर इंजरी नहीं हुई तो he is going to be like more successful than ever than how he was like in the first version. So यहाँ पर आप नहीं कह सकते कि जसप्रीत बुमराह से फर्क नहीं पड़ा. यहाँ पर बहुत फर्क पड़ा. और कॉम्प्लीमेंट जब एक दूसरे को फास्ट बॉलर्स करते हैं, दे बोल इन टैंडम. तो पहले देखेंगे फर्स्ट 2 मैचेस में जसप्रीत बुमराह कैसे टैंडम में डाल रहे थे जिस तरह से, तो वो ज्यादा इफेक्टिव लग रहे थे कंपेयर टू सिराज. बट देन व्हेन सिराज गॉट कॉन्फिडेंस फ्रॉम वन एंड दैट जसप्रीत इज कमिंग आउट एंड ही इज बॉलिंग इन लाइक रियली गुड पेस एंड सम गुड स्विंग इज कमिंग आउट फ्रॉम हिज हैंड, यहाँ पर तो उनको भी कॉन्फिडेंस आया, तो इसलिए आज उन्होंने ऐसा डिलीवर किया. बट इन होल I mean, it's a pure, beautiful, potential lineup that can win the World Cup. और यहाँ पर सिर्फ ऑस्ट्रेलिया और इंग्लैंड मुझे थ्रेट दिखती हुई नजर आ रही, बाकी कोई नहीं.
चेतन से पूछ लेते हैं. चेतन, अब हमने एशियन कंट्रीज को तो देख लिया इस एशिया कप में. यहाँ पर ताउस कह रहे हैं कि ऑस्ट्रेलिया जैसी बड़ी टीम्स, 1-2 टीम्स हैं जो कि ऐसे डेंजरस नजर आ रही है. बट यू हैव आल्सो सीन हाउ टीम इंडिया प्लेड थ्रू एंड थ्रू इन दिस टूर्नामेंट. क्या लग रहा है टीम इंडिया के लिए सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज क्या होगा अब वर्ल्ड कप में जाते हुए?
नहीं, आई डोंट थिंक इट्स अ फेयर कंपैरिजन कि आप एक एशिया कप के बेसिस पे यू कैन से कि वर्ल्ड कप में क्या होने वाला है. टोटली डिफरेंट कंडीशंस. जिस तरीके के कंडीशंस स्पेशली सुपर 4 में हमने देखे हैं इन द एशिया कप, आई डोंट थिंक वी विल फाइंड दोस कंडीशंस इन द वर्ल्ड कप. मोस्ट ऑफ देम विल बी हैविंग फ्रेंडली पिचेस विद अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ ड्यू थ्रोन इन द सेकंड इनिंग्स. देयर इज नो डाउट कि ऑस्ट्रेलिया और इंग्लैंड जैसी टीम्स जो हैं ये दोनों बहुत ही ज्यादा डेंजरस रहेंगी. I think they will be contenders. England defending champions. For me, Australia are the unsung favorites at the moment. But I think India should be there in the top 4. इसमें कोई doubt नहीं है. मैं ये नहीं कहूँगा कि they are outright champions. There are still things that irritate me about India's plans, India's preparations. अभी आप देखो, मतलब ठीक है 50 रन. It does not matter कि कौन ओपनिंग कर रहा है कौन नहीं कर रहा है. इट्स द माइंडसेट, राइट, कि 50 रन का आपने टारगेट देखा तो आपने अपना ओपनिंग कॉम्बिनेशन चेंज कर दिया. कल को 150 का आप टारगेट देखोगे, आप फिर से अपना बैटिंग ऑर्डर चेंज कर दोगे. व्हाट इफ यू एंड अप लूजिंग दैट मैच, जैसा वेस्ट इंडीज के अगेंस्ट हुआ. 128 चेज करते करते आप ऑलमोस्ट वो गेम हार गए. सो दिस इज अननेसेसरी टिंकरिंग. और ऑस्ट्रेलिया जैसी टीम ये हरकत नहीं करती है, इंग्लैंड जैसी टीम ये हरकत नहीं करती है. सो मैं ये नहीं कह रहा हूँ कि इंडिया इज लेसर दैन ऑस्ट्रेलिया और इंग्लैंड. आई एम जस्ट गोइंग टू से कि just because India has won the Asia Cup doesn't make them favorites for the World Cup. Australia, England.
But we'll take this point forward, and I'll ask this to Srini, because Srini has joined us. And first of all, Srini, we were just talking about the performance of Mohammed Siraj. I want to know your take. What do you think of Siraj? Because the way he bowled, it was phenomenal. It was very fiery. How do you see his performance?
I thought it was a mix of really good bowling, maintaining a very good line, and some really poor batting from Sri Lanka. So I don't know
Yeah.
what Chetan was saying until now. I didn't hear him out, but correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure he would have been saying, "Do not get carried away. Do not get carried away by any of this."
Yeah. Yeah.
Primarily because
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is extremely poor, pathetic batting from Sri Lanka. They were looking at ways to kind of push for dismissals, and that's what they got. And I really wouldn't read too much. Yes, but what it does is it gives a lot of confidence to India's top two pacers. We've seen Kuldeep was among wickets. Kuldeep has been looking good. He's enjoyed a couple of good spells in this tournament already. What we wanted probably it was the rounding up of this whole thing with the pace attack, kind of finding its touch. I think Jasprit Bumrah was looking a little out of place that first over. He was
Hmm.
spilling a little too much. The line wasn't right, but Siraj made up for it. Great discipline, great
Hmm.
line. Coming absolute precision. All of that said and done, it was Sri Lanka's match to lose this badly,
Hmm.
which they did a good job of.
Yeah, and Srini, hey, you took up this Sri Lanka's batting point. I want to know from you, was that a show of Sri Lanka's inexperience? Do you think that was the reason?
Lack of experience on some part, coupled with maybe just the excitement of a final, the pressure of a final, playing at home, and then some really good bowling, and then erratic display by a couple of batsmen top of the order, then that setback of losing 4 wickets in 1 over. I think that
Hmm.
one Siraj over is what kind of it was. Sometimes it just happens that the devil in you just blanks your mind where you don't really know what is
Hmm.
happening in front of you. I think that one Siraj over was something on those lines where they were just like they just switched off, and in that one
Hmm.
moment, those 4 wickets gone, things just went out of hand.
Hmm.
Had they seen off that 2 overs from Siraj at that time, kind of not done anything for it, just stayed away from kind of going, reaching out to the ball. That's what the Sri
Hmm.
Lanka they were trying to reach out to the ball where you just stayed away from it. So had they probably those couple of overs, they would probably we would have been looking at the Sri Lankan innings lagging to some 50th over by now.
Yeah.
Uh,
And actually, I would love to know what Dasan Shanaka thinks of this, but Sri Lanka's coach accepted, and he said that, they came up with a very, very poor batting show, and he appreciated how Indian bowlers performed. Now, Taus Chetan was talking about Team India, and he was saying that, we can't make the foundation of this win as something to judge for the World Cup, ODI World Cup. We can't make this our basis. What do you think? Moving to World Cup, ODI World Cup, what all boxes that Team India really needs to tick? Because in Asia Cup, we saw how their fielding was there in some matches, especially the match against Bangladesh and Nepal. We also saw bowling performances. तो क्या क्या ऐसी चीजें हैं जहाँ पे वर्क करना बाकी है दो वी हैव वन दिस एशिया कप बट ऑब्वियसली देयर मस्ट बी सम रूम फॉर इम्प्रूवमेंट
See, of course, every match you have some room for improvement. I mean, and you don't stop learning. But here up, if you look at the Asia Cup right now, the way they came back, it's pure consistency that India has produced. I mean, first you see Sri Lanka followed by match against Sri Lanka. First Pakistan followed by match against Sri Lanka. India has been consistent. थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे failure होता है. But then forget Bangladesh because though we did not have those 5 players who were out completely. We gave rest. We gave opportunities to others. So that did not break the momentum. But followed by this final, I mean, India was completely on top from like even losing the toss was good for them, which just which helped them the seamers get over Sri Lankans. But before the World Cup, I wouldn't say that. I mean, this is just one of maybe they won't have. They will take all the confidence from here, yeah. And they are one of the favorites, I believe, because I mean this is a perfect combination. This is a perfect combination which we have been looking for quite a while. I mean, you have a Rohit Sharma on the top order. You have Shubman Gill who is back in form. I mean, if this team doesn't win the World Cup, और कौन सी टीम जीतेगी मुझे पता नहीं क्योंकि यहाँ पर आपका सब सब every boxes are tick right now. You have good spinners like Jadeja. Kuldeep Yadav is in such top-notch form. I mean, fast bowler Jasprit Bumrah has returned to the squad, and Mohammed
कौन से
Siraj
बॉक्सेस
is
टिक
looking
गए?
so good.
ऑस्ट्रेलिया
I
के
mean,
अगेंस्ट
have
आपका
you
नंबर
waiting for
4
the bad day to come in?
ऑस्ट्रेलिया के
There
अगेंस्ट
will
आपको
be
ये
bad
पता
days.
नहीं कि आपका नंबर 4 कौन है? ऑस्ट्रेलिया को 8 अक्टूबर के अगेंस्ट आज 17 सितंबर हो गई है. कौन से बॉक्सेस टिक गए यहाँ पे? You don't even know who's going to bat at number 4 and 5 on October 8.
नहीं हम अरे क्या बात कर रहे हैं क्या बात कर रहे हैं we have
कौन कर रहा है बताओ?
Taus,
कौन बैटिंग कर रहा
I
है?
think I have an
कौन
answer
बैटिंग कर
there.
रहा
I have an answer there. So Ishan Kishan came in. Ishan Kishan came in right now, and he
है? Do
said
you
that
know if
I'm
Shreyas Iyer is
in the
fit or
middle
not
order.
fit? Do you know if he's playing or not playing? Do you know KL Rahul is number 4? Has the team management मतलब given out a message कि Shreyas Iyer is not fit, not available? Tomorrow if he's fit and available, who's playing? Who's batting? We don't know.
So
We don't know.
for now,
I mean
Ishan Kishan has said that he's
Ishan Kishan
gonna
won today as well.
Ishan Kishan said that he's going to bat in the middle order against Australia.
And
It's
he
clear
and he opened today.
and he opened today. He said that, because it was just a target of 50, and when skipper asked me to do so, so I accepted it. But against Australia, I'm going to bat in the middle order. So one thing's for sure, the team is thinking to take Ishan Kishan in the playing 11 and give him the position of that middle overs. Now,
When
Animesh,
you look at the numbers for middle order, it's such a strong middle order. KL Rahul, Ishan Kishan. I mean, what else do you want? Number 4, KL Rahul भी bat करे या Ishan Kishan bat करे. What is the problem? I mean, they are doing.
ठीक है
I mean,
आप
आप
भी
युवराज को अगर भी मिला सकते हैं, युवराज ने कर दिया तो एक टाइम पे सेटल हो गए थे.
Taus
ठीक है
feels unless
आप
until we're
यही
getting
हो
the
मैं भी
results,
यही हूँ
what's
बीच
the
में दोनों
problem?
बात करेंगे.
What is the problem with Ishan Kishan batting at number 4, or he's opening?
There's
Let's
no
hear it out
problem.
from Animesh. What
There's no problem.
Animesh
We just
thinks?
don't know who is batting at 4
I'll
and 5.
come to you, Chetan.
Just
I'll
don't
come
know.
to you, Chetan. Let's hear it out from Animesh. Animesh, ताउस तो क्लियरली कह रहे हैं कि जब तक आपको रिजल्ट्स मिल रहे हैं और अच्छी बैटिंग मिल रही है, तो आपको पोजीशन से क्या है? आप ईशान किशन को मिडिल ओवर्स में देखिए, या फिर आप उनको देखिए कि वो ओपन करते हुए आ रहे हैं. क्या लगता है?
मेरे हिसाब से बस उनको बैकअप में नहीं होना चाहिए, जिस तरह की वो फॉर्म में है, जिस तरह के वो टच में है. और श्रेयस अय्यर के आने के बाद ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कम से कम कि उनको बाहर बैठा के केएल राहुल और आप श्रेयस अय्यर को फिट इन कर देते हैं और ईशान किशन को बाहर का रास्ता दिखा देते हैं. तो ये थोड़ा सा कहीं ना कहीं उनके साथ भी गलत होगा. और टीम इंडिया की जिस तरह की फॉर्म चल रही है, उस तरह से जिस तरह से उन्होंने बैटिंग परफॉर्मेंस अभी दी है लगातार, और उन्होंने हर पॉइंट पर आपके लिए आपको अपने आप को प्रूव किया कि 5 नंबर पे उन्होंने अच्छी बैटिंग की है, आज ओपनिंग की. वहां पर भी जो स्टेबल स्टार्ट उनको चाहिए था कि बिना विकेट खोए आप एक जीत हासिल करें, वो भी उन्होंने करके दिखाया. और श्रेयस अय्यर चोटिल हैं, उन्होंने एक मैच में खेला, अच्छे टच में दिखे थे. यहाँ से थोड़ी मुश्किलें जरूर आएंगी और ये चीजें कहीं ना कहीं थोड़ा सा परेशान जरूर करेंगी कि वो कब वापस आएंगे कब नहीं आएंगे. और ये डिलेमा लगभग पिछले 1 साल से बना हुआ है. तो मुझे लगता है टीम इंडिया को चेतन के बाद से मैं थोड़ा यहाँ पे सहमत हूँ कि आपके लिए जो आपको ये जीत मिली है, आपके लिए एक मेंटल बूस्टअप जरूर देगी, लेकिन ये जरूरी नहीं है कि आपको बिल्कुल एक तरफा जीत के हिसाब से आप बिल्कुल कह सकते हैं जीत के नशे में अंधे हो जाइए. वो नहीं होना चाहिए टीम इंडिया के साथ भी. और इस जीत को एंजॉय करना चाहिए, बिल्कुल एंजॉय करना चाहिए, लेकिन मुझे लगता है कि अभी जो थोड़ी सी टेंशन है वो बनी रहेगी. 4 नंबर का स्पॉट अभी भी आपके लिए टेंशन है. और जब ऑस्ट्रेलिया की बॉलिंग को आप कहीं ना फेस करेंगे, कहीं आप इंग्लैंड की बॉलिंग को फेस करेंगे, तो ये मुश्किलें आपके सामने दिखेंगी. और इस पर आपको एक डिसीजन लेना होगा क्योंकि अब आपके पास बिल्कुल स्पेस नहीं बचा कि आप लगातार. अब एशिया कप भी खत्म हो गया, अब इंडिया और ऑस्ट्रेलिया की सीरीज है, वहां पे 3 मैचेस आपके पास हैं, लेकिन इसके अलावा आपके पास ट्रायल के लिए बिल्कुल समय नहीं है कि आप ये फिक्स ही नहीं कर पाए 4 और 5 पे आपके लिए बैटिंग फिक्स अप कौन होगा. आप बैकअप एक फिक्स कर दीजिए और 2 बैट्समैन वहां पे फिक्स कर दीजिए. और मेरे हिसाब से वो ऑप्शन 4 नंबर पर केएल राहुल और 5वें नंबर पर ईशान किशन है, क्योंकि वो अब थोड़ा सा लय में दिख रहे हैं. अब श्रेयस अय्यर आते भी हैं तो आप उनको बैकअप में रखिए.
Fair point. It was not a big target, so you can't get swayed by this win. Chetan, I'll come to you, but before that, let's hear it out from Srini as well. Srini, Asia Cup final. Asia Cup is known to be one of the biggest tournaments, okay? And in such a big tournament, even though 50 was the target, do you think that आपको अपने opening pair के साथ tinker नहीं करना चाहिए था? रोहित शर्मा and शुभमन गिल को ही आना चाहिए था और ईशान किशन को नहीं. Do you think so?
I know, yeah, final you wouldn't want to think, but let's give this team for once they have, for most part of the tournament, for once they have done the right things. So so let's give them that bit of credit. And other than the fact that here was a 50 to chase, I completely agree with whoever is in. Now if I go into a tournament and a final, doesn't matter whether you're chasing 50 or 500, I will go
Exactly.
with my regular set of openers. I will not tinker until my last match of the World Cup, and hopefully be that being the final. I'm not going to tinker with the opening pair. That said, again, I say this all the time, that we are discussing this from the outside. We don't know what is the dressing room discussion like. Could be anything. Could be Rohit saying, I have a slightly sore throat. I don't feel like going and batting. Rohit saying, I'm just saying. I'm saying it could be anything. Like, kind of, he has a niggle, he has something, he says just 50. I don't want to kind of go out there. Why don't you go and finish it off? And again, these are guys who have played good amount of cricket. ODIs and Rohit Sharma are pretty synonymous with each other. Who knows his body best? He. And in a scenario like that, if he says, listen, I want to take it easy, this is not really a chase where I need to kind of bother myself, you go out there, have fun. Fair enough. As a one-off, I'm not going to think too much about it.
No, I will. I'll tell you why we need to think too much about it. I'll tell you why. It shows you the mindset. यही चीज मैं आपको पहले भी एक्सप्लेन किया है कि ये आपको एक माइंडसेट दिखा रहा है कि भैया हमारे सामने 50 है. इट इज नॉट अ मैटर ऑफ द नंबर ऑन द बोर्ड. हमने वेस्ट इंडीज में भी यही देखा कि वी हैड 128 टू चेस, 118 टू चेस, और पूरा का पूरा बैटिंग ऑर्डर चेंज कर दिया. रोहित शर्मा इज कमिंग एट नंबर 7, विराट कोहली कमिंग एट नंबर 8, व्हाटएवर. कल को आप कह रहे हो कि वर्ल्ड कप सेमीफाइनल में आपको 150 रन चेज करना होगा, आप अपना बैटिंग ऑर्डर चेंज कर दोगे. दैट्स माय प्रॉब्लम. दिस टिंकरिंग, इट डज नॉट मैटर. इंडियाज विक्ट्री वाज तीसरे ओवर में खत्म हो गया था. मैच खत्म हो गया था जहां पे वो 4 विकेट एक ओवर में निकले थे. इट इज इरिटेटिंग. You will not see Australia, England do this. You will not see South Africa do this. You will not see Pakistan do this. You will not see Sri Lanka do this. Try and understand what I'm trying to say. ये जो constant tinkering है, it has been India's downfall for the last 10 years. जब से हमने ICC ट्रॉफी नहीं जीता है. 2013 से हम सिर्फ tinkering करते रहते हैं without any reason. That is my...
That's a case, but I think Chetan, right now Rohit Sharma.
वो 50 रन थे, अगर रोहित शर्मा नहीं करते ओपनिंग तो नहीं बनते. No, that's not the point here. Try and understand. I think Rohit Sharma would love to see the full tinkering for no reason. So that's there. और मैं ये नहीं कह रहा हूँ कि India is not the favorites for the World Cup. They will be one of the favorites. Remember, there are other people who know better than us. उस दिन मैं Sky Sports पे सुन रहा था कि what Michael Atherton and the entire team was talking about. They had one line about Team India: lack of fearless cricket. आपको कहीं पे fearless cricket दिखाई दे रहा है इंडिया में? आपने 50 रन देके तो अपनी लाइन आप टिंकरिंग कर दी. So it's that's mindset that you need to take into a tournament कि boss, our plans are set, our strategies are set. कुछ भी हो जाए वो चेंज नहीं होगा, चाहे आप 50 चेज कर रहे हो, चाहे आप 10 रन चेज कर रहे हो, चाहे आप...
We have seen that with other teams as well. Chetan, I think if we go by the other teams like Australia, England, they don't tinker that much, and they play their batters at the position that they are assigned at. Now, as we are talking about Team India and its constant tinkering, I think right now Rohit Sharma would love to answer it in a way कि I would put a full stop, boss. आज तो मैं नहीं सुन रहा हूँ ये सब. आज तो हम एशिया कप जीते हैं, वर्ल्ड कप में सुनेंगे कि क्या होगा.
मैं तो इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ because आपने वो सवाल पूछा, इसीलिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ. But otherwise, let's not take that discussion away from the Asia Cup win. It's been a fantastic win. There've been a lot of... Exactly. I would give 7.5 out of 10 to the Indian team, and that was enough for them to win.
Please be flexible. Right now you can be flexible. You can't be like 7.5.
आप देखो आपके दोस्तों. I'll tell you what was the most worrying. Positive तो मेरे ख्याल से बहुत लोग गिना देंगे. I'll tell you what was most worrying for me in the Asia Cup. That Bangladesh loss was worrying. That Nepal loss was worrying. It is showing to me कि आप lower teams के against you are taking things easy. जब आप अफगानिस्तान खेलोगे, जब आप
बांग्लादेश
को खेलोगे, जब आप बांग्लादेश को खेलोगे, जब आप श्रीलंका को खेलोगे, you need to be ruthless. You need to be absolutely ruthless in the World Cup, क्योंकि आपको नहीं पता कि उसके बाद आपको वो easy games मिलेंगे या नहीं मिलेंगे. उस 9 में से ये 4 ही आपके easy games हैं. You have to be absolutely ruthless. दिखाई दी है टीम इंडिया की इस
Let's
टूर्नामेंट
talk about that Bangladesh game because right now India have won Asia Cup 2023. Rohit Sharma will be seen lifting that trophy in a little while. We will be with you with all the latest updates. So all the people who are watching us, do let us know what all positives did you find in Team India in this whole tournament. We'll have an interactive discussion over here. But Tauz, I could see you nodding and talking about a lot many things there. I want to take you back to the Bangladesh game, and a lot of changes were done. We were just, I think, 2 or 3 changes short, and we could have seen a complete different new playing 11 in that match. तो हमने बहुत सारे changes देखे उसमें. अब क्या change सबसे सही change लगा? Because I know सब लोगों ने सूर्य कुमार यादव की बैटिंग के बारे में बात कर ली है बहुत कुछ. सबसे effective change क्या लगा? That's the question right now.
पहले तो मैं ये बता दूं कि मैं वापस ले जाना चाहता हूँ ईशान किशन के पॉइंट पे. Here there was a statement from रोहित शर्मा. This was a clear statement कि हमारे जो नए लड़के हैं वो खेल सकते हैं और वो 50 रन की बड़ी टारगेट है. So this was not like रोहित शर्मा को ही आके चेस करना था और आके पूरा सेट करना था टोटल. It was not a big total. और यहाँ पर स्टेटमेंट था कि भाई आपने कम किया है, आपको हम स्टेटमेंट देंगे कि हमारे बच्चे आगे स्कोर कर देंगे. एंड दूसरा यहाँ पर चेंज, इफ यू टॉकिंग अबाउट बांग्लादेश गेम 5, वी शुड बी वरीड अबाउट द फ्यूचर नॉट प्रेजेंट. फ्यूचर क्या है हमारा, कैसे हम जा रहे हैं, क्योंकि हमने सब नए लड़के खिलाए, तो सब नए लड़के खिलाए, तो वी शुड बी वरीड अबाउट द फ्यूचर. प्रेजेंट में वी आर प्लेइंग रूथलेस क्रिकेट. श्रीलंका ऑस्ट्रेलिया के पाकिस्तान को कैसे हराया? श्रीलंका में स्ट्रगल किया, थोड़ा कंडीशंस वर नॉट फेवरेबल. ऑल्दो यहाँ स्पिनर्स के थोड़ा हमारे कमी है, वी स्ट्रगल अगेंस्ट स्पिनर्स, तो थोड़ा सा ऐसा प्रॉब्लम हुआ, बट देन वी बाउंस बैक. तो इंडिया में when we go and play the World Cup, we are going to see flat decks. और जहां पर आईसीसी टूर्नामेंट में तो दिखेगा ही. तो यहाँ पर वी आर डोमिनेटिंग क्रिकेट राइट नाउ, वी विल बी डोमिनेटिंग इन इंडिया एज वेल व्हेन वर्ल्ड कप हैपन स्टार्ट्स. तो I don't want to take the Bangladesh game seriously. Bangladesh were like, we were just experimenting भी नहीं, we were giving opportunities.
team also didn't take
Yeah, we have to worry about the backups. We have to worry about the backups, but not like seriously. This is a team that is going to play throughout. Sure, we are going to be there in the final. और अगर दिन अच्छा हुआ, not like Sri Lanka who has played so well throughout the tournament. Today was their bad day. They threw away the wickets. We were extraordinary with the ball. If we have a bad day in the World Cup, then we are gone. But this team, the first team, the A team, this is the A team that has the potential to win the World Cup and to dominate in against Australia as well as England.
Point noted that Rohit Sharma wanted to give opportunities to the youngsters, and he gave those opportunities in the match against Bangladesh. But it was a significant match in Asia Cup. It was a Super 4 match out there. Now, talking about the team that you said that we should be worried about our future and not the present, because present seems pretty much sorted. In terms of present times, Srini, how sorted is Surya Kumar Yadav in this format? Because it doesn't seem that if Surya Kumar Yadav will be there in the ODI squad, then you don't have to worry about the ODI squad.
The last line, if Surya Kumar Yadav is?
If Surya Kumar Yadav is in the squad, it doesn't seem that you don't have to be worried about this squad, because there are worries with the present squad if Surya Kumar Yadav is there in the squad. Because right now he is there in the squad and everyone's talking about, his position in the squad. So I don't think so that you don't need to be worrisome about it.
See, when people, okay, first, when you Surya Kumar Yadav की जब बात की जाती है, when we talk about Surya Kumar Yadav from a 50-over perspective, what are the data points for us to go back and understand this? When you look at when you talk about a Shreyas Iyer, or when you talk about a KL Rahul, or when you talk about a Ishan Kishan, or anyone for that matter, Shubman for that matter, there are data points for you to go visit and try and extract and understand or kind of shape a perspective around it, right? In case of Sky, where is the data point? What you are going by is the potential to judge somebody's potential and to arrive at an understanding, because there are significant data points, are two different subjects. So in the case of Sky, you're purely going by potential. You're not going by any past data point to refer to. And there lies the difference. So if you want to go ahead with Sky, it's a risk that you have to take. Although I personally feel that in these 15, Washington Sundar needs to be there, and if Shreyas Iyer is fit, then it is Sky who needs to go out. I don't see a place for Sky in this 15, and I know for a fact.
तो
Sorry.
आपने आपने सूर्य कुमार यादव को ओडीआई में रखा ही क्यों? आपके पास ऑप्शंस थे, एंड आई रिमेम्बर जब वॉशिंगटन सुंदर का नाम सामने आया, यू वर द फर्स्ट पर्सन दैट केम अक्रॉस माय माइंड, बिकॉज आई नो फ्रॉम डे वन यू बीन टेकिंग वॉशिंगटन सुंदर्स नेम. जब ये इतना एविडेंट है, जब ये चीज इतनी सामने है कि आपको वॉशिंगटन सुंदर को स्क्वाड में रखना चाहिए, तो ये टीम इंडिया को क्यों नहीं समझ में आ रहा है?
Because I'll also give you a reason. I don't blame them completely because उनको trust नहीं, because this guy has not played for a long time. एक साल तो वो जब इंजरी था वो तो he was completely on rest. So Rohit, the primary worry in Rohit's playing on Rohit's mind would have been that this guy has not seen enough field time. And that is the reason it may not have given him the confidence. I'm guessing, this is my guess, that in this series itself, once they landed in Sri Lanka, once they saw all their three spinners in action, that is when more or less it could have occurred. Again, it's an absolute guess. I'm not sure. It may have occurred to them that they do face up. They don't really have any variety to go for except for one classic left arm spinner and two kind of relatively same kind of bowlers, Jaddu and Aksar. Was it a result of they coming to this realization once the Asia Cup began? That's my guess. I'm not sure what the Indian team was thinking, but all is well as long as the thought process reaches a conclusive end. Now I don't know what is Washi's big picture here. Is Aksar going to stay out of the team? What is the injury status? Like, I'm not. Is there any development? We've not heard anything, right, on Aksar?
No.
Exactly.
श्रेयस अय्यर का नहीं बताया, अक्षर को तो कल इंजरी हुई है.
नहीं, बराबर है, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I don't even
No,
know. I didn't.
जैसे श्रेयस अय्यर का नहीं बुलाया, अक्षर की इंजरी
I
हुई है.
meant that I have not read also. Today, it's not like I was reading. I was out all day. I was watching matches in between, watching the game in between. So I really didn't read anything. So I have no idea on what Aksar's injury is. But if it's long term, Washi is here in the squad. Yeah, I'm going to support that decision. The reason being, the boy can of course roll his arm over and everything. He's a cool chap. You tell him like, listen, yeah, you got to go and do an Ishan Kishan. Go and open. He'll go and do it. You say, I want you to bat top of the order. He'll kind of bat top of the order. You can bat him after number 8. You can like kind of he's very flexible. He's very malleable. He fits into the squad the way you want him to fit. That's the beauty about Washington. Only 3 cricketers in the history of the game that I remember have been so prone to injuries. Munaf Patel, Ashish Nehra, and now Washington Sundar. Like a twig of a tree, like you say it and it will break, kind of a thing. Unfortunate. And today that's what I had tweeted actually. That look at how fate does injustice. A rare occasion when Washi is available, he's in the playing 11, everything is fine. And then this happens, and
Yeah.
game concludes within no time. But
Yeah.
I'll be very happy if Washi gets his chances.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to wait and watch what happens there. Animesh, we saw great performance from Team India today. Let's talk about this match a little bit more. यहाँ पर एक point आया था जहाँ पर श्रीलंका की बैटिंग के बारे में बात की गई थी, and we saw some loose shots from the Sri Lankan side. Do you think it was very easy for India? एंड अगर ये एक टफ टारगेट होता या फिर अगर आपको ज्यादा टारगेट मिला होता, देन हाउ डू यू सी इंडिया? बिकॉज बहुत सारे लोग सोशल मीडिया पर मैं देख रही थी, लोग बात कर रहे हैं कि बहुत इजी टारगेट था तो इंडिया ने बहुत इजीली इसको चेज डाउन कर लिया, जीत लिया. बट गिवन द टीम दैट यू हैव राइट नाउ, आपके पास ये पूरा जो स्टार्स हैं आपकी टीम के, वो हैं आपकी टीम में, तो क्या लगता है अगर ज्यादा भी होता तो भी ये टीम इंडिया कर सकती थी? बिकॉज दैट्स व्हाट पीपल आर आस्किंग. सो आई वांट यू टू आंसर ऑल दोस पीपल हु हैव ऑल दीस काइंड ऑफ डाउट्स इन देयर माइंड.
देखिए बिल्कुल, अब कभी आपकी बैटिंग परफॉर्म करती है, कभी आपके बॉलिंग परफॉर्म करती है. तो आज बॉलर्स का दिन था, उन्होंने परफॉर्म करके दिया और बैटिंग को उतना मौका नहीं मिल रहा. तो ये कोई क्वेश्चन करने का सवाल नहीं है कि बैटिंग आज परफॉर्म नहीं करती है, ऐसा नहीं होता. और बहुत अच्छे टच में थे. शुभमन ने पिछले मैच में सेंचुरी मारी थी आपके लिए, विराट कोहली फॉर्म में थे, रोहित शर्मा, जो सबसे बड़ी बात है पूरे एशिया कप का, जो मेरा सबसे बढ़िया पॉजिटिव नोट है मेरे लिए वो है कि रोहित शर्मा का फॉर्म में वापस आना, वो भी वर्ल्ड कप से पहले। और आईसीसी टूर्नामेंट में रोहित शर्मा कैसा परफॉर्म करते हैं सबको लगभग पता है। तो ये चीजें कहीं ना कहीं पॉजिटिव नोट्स हैं। और इस तरह की टीम के साथ आपका बैटिंग 4 नंबर का ऑप्शन फिर भी आपके लिए वहां पे क्वेश्चन मार्क ये है कि आप किसको फिट कर रहे हैं, और लेकिन जो भी वहां पे फिट हो रहा है वो आपके लिए परफॉर्म कर रहा है, तो ये क्वेश्चन मार्क आपके सामने नहीं है। तो ये बैटिंग ऑर्डर कहीं पे भी डिपेंड हो सकता है। और मैं अभी भी पॉइंट करता हूँ जो कहीं ना कहीं सेलेक्टर्स, जो मुझे टीम इंडिया के सेलेक्टर्स में या कहीं ना कहीं स्किपर भी ये बात कई बार बोलते हैं कि बैटिंग डेप्थ के लिए हमें शार्दुल ठाकुर की जरूरत है। मेरे पॉइंट से वो सही नहीं है। आपके पास इतना अच्छा बैटिंग लाइनअप है, आप वो किसी भी तरह की बॉलिंग को फेस करने का मादा रखते हैं। और अब पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ एक मुकाबले में आपको भले वो मैच ड्रॉ हो गया था, साइन साफ अफरीदी के खिलाफ स्ट्रगल करते हुए दिखे थे, लेकिन दूसरे मैच में वो स्ट्रगल आपको गायब था। तो
हाँ
ये चीजें
बिल्कुल
आपके लिए पॉजिटिव नोट है। आप 3 ओवर खेलिए, जो मैथ्यू हेडन ने भी रोहित शर्मा के लिए कहा, आप 3 ओवर कम से कम खड़े तो रहिए, और उन्होंने वो किया, तो उस चीज का आपको फायदा मिला। तो जो चीजों
बिल्कुल
की जरूरत थी, जो थोड़े थोड़े से चेंजेस की जरूरत थी, थोड़े से ब्लॉक होल्स थे, उनको इंडियन टीम में बैटिंग ऑर्डर में कहीं ना कहीं फिलअप किया गया, और ये बहुत अच्छी चीज है। और मैंने स्टार्टिंग में ही कहा कि अगर इसी तरह के लाइनअप के साथ, इसी तरह के पॉजिटिव नोट के साथ, और सबसे जरूरी होता है मेंटल टेम्परामेंट, और इसी तरह के टेम्परामेंट के साथ अगर टीम इंडिया आगे जाती है तो कहीं ना कहीं थोड़ा सा प्रेशर क्रिएट होगा अपोजिट टीम्स पे। अभी हम
बिल्कुल
बात करते हैं, जब हम ऑस्ट्रेलियन टीम की बात करते हैं, इंग्लैंड टीम की बात करते हैं, तो वहाँ उनका बैटिंग ऑर्डर या उनका जो पूरा होल टीम परफॉर्मेंस है उसको देख के तो बोलते हैं कि उनके खिलाफ थोड़ा सा आपको स्ट्रगल करना पड़ेगा। आप आज की टीम देखिए,
टेम्परामेंट होता है बिल्कुल राइट
आप अगर
एब्सोल्युटली
आज की टीम देखिए, आज से इस तरह की परफॉर्मेंस देखने के बाद दूसरे लोग भी यही सोचेंगे ना कि हम पे प्रेशर आने वाला है। तो ये चीजें
हाँ
कहीं ना कहीं के लिए एक पॉजिटिव नोट है। एक पॉजिटिव नोट पे इस चीज को भी देखना चाहिए। आज का मैच इंडिया के लिहाज से बहुत अच्छा था, और अभी ऑस्ट्रेलिया के खिलाफ ओडीआई सीरीज है, कुछ जवाब शायद मुझे लगता है वहां भी मिलेंगे। और जो 4 नंबर का सवाल, जो कहीं ना कहीं एक नोट है कि मतलब एक क्वेश्चन मार्क जरूर है कि जो एक डिसीजन आज तक ले लिया जाना चाहिए था कि कौन वहां पे फिट होगा, और उसमें भी बहुत सारी मुश्किलें मेरे हिसाब से इसलिए थी कि केएल राहुल भी अनफिट थे, श्रेयस अय्यर भी अनफिट थे, दोनों खिलाड़ी लगभग एक साथ वापस आए। वहां पे श्रेयस अय्यर की इंजरी अभी भी, वो इंजर्ड है नहीं, उनको लेकर क्लियर कोई वर्डिक्ट सामने नहीं आ रहा है कि वो खेलेंगे नहीं खेलेंगे, वर्ल्ड कप स्क्वाड तक वो बिल्कुल फिट रहेंगे कि नहीं रहेंगे। हालांकि आपको प्रैक्टिस सेशन में वो फिर से दिखे थे, तो ये चीजें मुझे लगता है ऑस्ट्रेलिया के ओडीआई सीरीज में फिर उनको ट्रायल मोड पे लाया जाएगा। लेकिन बस यही पॉइंट
एब्सोल्युटली
है।
हाँ
और लेकिन मेरे हिसाब से
क्योंकि
पॉइंट
अनिमेश आपने टेम्परामेंट की बात करी है आई थिंक यहाँ से जो जीत मिली है टीम इंडिया को इनफैक्ट यही जीत नहीं जो टीम इंडिया ने जीत हासिल करी पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ श्रीलंका के खिलाफ वो सभी जीत ने एक टेम्परामेंट सेट किया है टीम इंडिया का और एक पॉजिटिव जो कहते हैं ना एक पॉजिटिव नोट पे ये टूर्नामेंट को खत्म किया है बिकॉज नाउ व्हेन ऑल दी टीम इंडिया मेंबर्स विल बी लुकिंग back at this Asia Cup, they'll be taking only the positives from here. The way they batted, the way they bowled, especially, I was just talking to someone, I was saying that, you know, the 3K magic worked in the match against Pakistan. It was Kohli, KL, and Kuldeep. And now in this match, you saw how Siraj bowled. Now, Chetan, we're just talking about all the positives and what all positives Team India really needs to take to the upcoming series against Australia. Let me tell everyone that 3-match ODI series, India versus Australia, will begin from 22nd September, just after a few days, and you will see India playing against Australia in India. Now, Chetan, what all positives Team India really needs to take from here on to the ODI series against Australia, and how big that series is for Team India, especially?
No, I don't think keeping the World Cup in mind, I don't think that's a big series at all. कोई भी Australia series होती है, that's huge. There's no doubt about it. It's a great contest. But क्योंकि उसके 5 दिन बाद World Cup शुरू हो रहा है, I don't think that's a big series at all. मेरा बस चले तो मैं B side खिलाऊंगा. But you need your batsman rhythm. You need your bowlers in rhythm. I would want to see Hardik Pandya, Jasprit Bumrah rested, or potentially even KL Rahul rested. But वो होगा नहीं. हार्दिक पांड्या और जसप्रीत बुमराह को तो एक भी मैच नहीं खेलना चाहिए because we are 2 injuries away from our World Cup getting खत्म.
और आज आई थिंक राहुल द्रविड़ ने भी वो बात कही थी, उन्होंने कहा था कि वर्ल्ड कप से पहले हम इतनी इंजरीज अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते, ऑल्दो इट्स नॉट इन आवर हैंड्स बट वी कांट अफोर्ड.
अगर हार्दिक पांड्या गलती से भी उनको इंजरी हो गया, योर वर्ल्ड कप इज फिनिश्ड. जिस तरीके का बैलेंस वो लेकर आते हैं टीम में, आप उसको कोई उसको कॉपी नहीं कर सकता. So you're finished. So Hardik Pandya should not play this upcoming series. You have Shardul, you have Washington Sundar. You can give them that particular role, and you can see कि क्या हो सकता है combination permutation. Um, Positive we are taking into that series is our batting is in good shape. और जो आपने मुझे कहा कि ईशान किशन ने कहा है कि वी आर प्लेइंग अगेंस्ट ऑस्ट्रेलिया, आई विल बी बैटिंग इन द मिडिल, उसने वो अक्टूबर 8 के लिए नहीं कहा है, उसने ओडीआई सीरीज
No,
के
he's
लिए।
talked about the ODI series.
हाँ, तो अक्टूबर 8 अगेन लाइक आई सेड, सो मैं ये नहीं कह रहा हूँ कि वी डोंट नो हु इज गोइंग टू बैट इन द मिडिल, बट it's what I'm trying to say is कि it's positive that they are trying to identify roles and stick to them. बट उसमें भी थोड़ा सा मतलब ठीक है, ताउस को नहीं लगता है कि ये घबराने वाली बात है, लेकिन बांग्लादेश लॉस में सिर्फ विराट कोहली नहीं थे, हमारे टॉप 6 वही थे। मतलब आप ये कह रहे हो कि सूर्य कुमार यादव नंबर 6 पर आकर रन नहीं बना रहे हैं, ये प्रॉब्लम वाली बात नहीं है। विराट कोहली नहीं थे सिर्फ, बाकी शुभमन भी थे, रोहित भी थे। शुभमन ने 100 भी मारा, क्या वो उखाड़ लिया? रोहित ने रन नहीं मारे, एक रोहित डक पे आउट हो गया तो आपका मैच खत्म हो गया वहीं पे। वहां पे केएल राहुल भी थे, ईशान किशन भी थे, स्काई भी थे, ठीक है। स्काई इज अ मेजर रीजन फॉर वरी, मेजर रीजन फॉर वरी। जब आपको what Srini says is absolutely right कि हमने स्काई को ability पे पिक किया है। We have not picked him on the stats that he's are actually worthless. The stats he's produced in ODIs are actually worthless. आपने ability पे पिक किया।
यहाँ पर मैं जानना चाहूंगी कि आप सूर्य कुमार यादव को just give me that answer also, आप सूर्य कुमार यादव को तीनों मैचेस में खिलवाएंगे फिर ऑस्ट्रेलिया के खिलाफ?
Like I said, I would want to rest KL Rahul.
Okay.
So Ishan Kishan can keep. So that Ishan Kishan can keep and I can play number 6. और मुझे ये भी नहीं पता कि अभी वही ना श्रेयस अय्यर का फिटनेस का नहीं पता है. So if he's not fit, then Tilak Verma comes in. So he needs to bat at 4. क्योंकि आपको उसको भी बैटिंग प्रैक्टिस देना है. If he's playing the World Cup, क्योंकि I think if Shreyas does not play this ODI series, then भाई please हो गया टाइम. 17 सितंबर है. अब तक खींचोगे इस बात को. He was rushed back from injury. उसका रिजल्ट आपके सामने है, ठीक है। Now what I'm trying to say is कि there are positives in terms of the batting lineup, there are positives in terms of the balance you've achieved. They are looking good, things are looking good. जैसा मैंने कहा कि मैं इंडिया को 10 में से 7.5 मार्क्स दूंगा इस एशिया कप में, which was good enough to beat this competition. Is it good enough to beat Australia, England, South Africa across a 1.5 month span? I don't know. I don't.
Okay, Srini, I want to know your take. यहाँ पर चेतन ने कहा कि आप सारे प्लेयर्स को मत खिलाइए ऑस्ट्रेलिया सीरीज में. What's your take? यहाँ पर विनीत कुलकर्णी ने पूछा था, तो फिर आप क्या सूर्य कुमार यादव को खिलवाएंगे सारे मैचेस में? What's your take?
I don't see a place for Surya in the squad. If I have to take a let's say as Chetan says, if they had to rest, I would go with Tilak Verma. That would be my choice in the squad. A boy who can always also roll his arm over, gives you the left arm option. Too many things, and I would and I believe in that talent. Whatever I've seen, little bit of that kid, he's got the right temperament. He's got he's high on confidence. And Sky, you've given him chances in 50 overs, he couldn't grab it. See, this is a very this is how things are. You get that 1 hour opportunity and you got to grab it by both your hands. Why is it that today we insist that come what may, Ishan Kishan should be in the playing 11? There's a reason. Every time you've given that young man an opportunity, he's grabbed it with both his hands. You send him up the order, goes and scores a double 100. You kind of put him in the middle order, revives a losing cause. Wherever you fit this guy, he's giving you the result. Apropos the format that you've played him. And that is why I am going to now, when there is a place, I'm going to obviously say that, yeah, Ishan is the first guy who should be walking in. Purely from that perspective, Sky has been given a couple of chances. He failed to grab it. And as Chetan says, it's September 17th already. And, kind of 20 days left for the World Cup to start. I'm not going to be now experimenting, because somebody has potential. To me, you gave Tilak the chance and Tilak showed me the potential, and I'm going to go and, kind of just in case, I'm saying. But I don't see...
If Shreyas is not there, you need both.
If Shreyas is... One second. Yeah. If Shreyas is not fit, if Shreyas is not available, then that is when I look at...
Sorry? You need both Sky and Tilak if Shreyas is not fit.
No, that is where I don't need Sky.
Yeah,
I would have
cricket is so
anyways gone with a Washington Sundar in place of Sky. I said
yeah,
that. In
yeah,
this 15 which you have selected, if everybody is fit, you ask me my personal view, I don't see a need for Sky in this 15 at all. I
yeah,
wanted Washington Sundar in the 15. That was my view. You picked up a
yeah,
Sky, now you can pick up, go ahead with him, whatever. Like, you're not going to be, whatever. I mean, you don't pick Washington Sundar, you continue to persist with Sky. That's again,
yeah,
kind of. Now, if you're saying Shreyas Iyer is not fit, and there are two ways of looking at it. One, Shreyas Iyer is not fit, and you have a choice between Sky and Tilak. I'm just thinking aloud. Maybe let's say Washington is already in the squad or whatever. So maybe the
hmm,
choice is between Sky and Tilak for Shreyas. Then it would be Tilak. And
hmm,
if you're asking me whichever way, I would say Tilak Verma. If Shreyas Iyer is not fit and not available,
hmm,
I want to ask
not
here.
Sky.
I want to ask here.
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously, your personal preference is Sky should not be in the World Cup squad, but he's going to be. Right.
See,
Wait.
yeah, I mean,
Ask the no.
again,
Hear the question.
it's a
Hear the
personal
question.
opinion.
Hear the question.
Mhm.
एक सिचुएशन अगर ऐसे अराइज होती है कि यू हैव बोथ तिलक वर्मा एंड स्काई, वर्ल्ड कप का गेम है, and you need to bat somebody at 6, would you bat Tilak Verma at 6 ahead of Sky?
At 6.
Yep.
At 6, it would be
4-5 is taken. 4-5 is taken.
At 6, it
4-5
would be
is
Surya Kumar Yadav, but no, I would rather that I would still send Tilak up the order and send Hardik.
No, there's only one
at
spot.
6.
There's only one spot, and Hardik is not available for some reason. Who do
For
you pick at
Hardik
6?
is not available.
I'm just saying, assume कर रहा हूँ, मैं आपसे एक सवाल पूछ रहा हूँ.
नहीं, हार्दिक अवेलेबल है तभी तो आप एक ही स्लॉट है ना.
नहीं, बांग्लादेश के अगेंस्ट भी तो नहीं था ना अवेलेबल, तब भी आपके पास एक ही स्लॉट था. आई एम आस्किंग यू दिस वेरी, क्यों आपको विराट कोहली को ड्रॉप करना पड़ा 2 स्लॉट बनाने के लिए. आई एम सेइंग जस्ट लीव आउट हार्दिक फॉर अ मोमेंट. You need somebody to bat at 6. Who do you pick? Tilak Verma or Surya Kumar?
One second. So just to clarify my mind, you're talking about Ishan and Rohit and Shubman at the top. Number 3 Virat. Number 4 number 4 KL.
Ishan.
Number 5 Ishan. Number 6.
Yeah. That's what I'm asking you. Who's at number 6? No Hardik.
Number 6.
Hardik is not there.
Okay, you're saying no
Hardik is
Hardik,
not
no
nobody.
Hardik Pandya, then who will go with?
Oh,
Who do you pick? Tilak Verma or Sky?
No Shreyas also.
No Shreyas.
Surya
also.
Kumar Yadav or
Tilak.
I'll go with Tilak Verma. There's a reason. There's a reason.
No,
I
know the
know.
reason.
What is
No, but we want to hear his reason. Let him give his
what is
reason.
the reason? See, the
What is
point
the
is that whatever little I've seen of Surya,
Yeah,
whatever
exactly.
chances you gave him,
Exactly.
nothing came out of it. So I'm
Exactly.
willing to kind
Exactly.
of,
This is the reason. Yeah.
go by
this
a
is the
young
reason.
talent that is available and he's shown the right kind of temperament, and I'm willing to back it.
Yeah. And
And
he was
especially when
given
you
the
say
chance to bat at
Hardik is not available, then you also need a guy who can roll his arm over, and I can probably get 4 out of 5 overs out of Tilak.
Makes sense. Because, we saw Surya Kumar Yadav batting at number 6 in the match against Bangladesh, and what was all about? It was all about the sweep. Taus and I were talking about this. We were saying, what's happening with Surya Kumar Yadav and what is he even doing? So we saw what he did in that match at number 6. Let's not talk about Surya Kumar Yadav more here. Let's just quickly talk about Team India moving to this series against Australia. ताउस यहाँ पर हमने बहुत सारी बातचीत कर ली है. एशिया कप के बारे में हमने बात करी, हमने पॉजिटिव्स के बारे में बात करी है. ऑस्ट्रेलिया के साथ अब ये सीरीज होगी और उसके बाद होगा वर्ल्ड कप. यू विल सी टीम इंडिया प्लेइंग देयर फर्स्ट मैच इन द वर्ल्ड कप ऑन 8th of October अगेंस्ट ऑस्ट्रेलिया. चेतन ने उसके बारे में भी काफी ज्यादा बातचीत करी है हमारे साथ. नाउ ताउस, यहाँ से क्या लगता है कैसे आगे बढ़ना चाहिए टीम इंडिया को? बहुत सारी बातें चल रही हैं यहाँ पर अबाउट द प्लेयर्स. आगे का रास्ता कैसे नजर आ रहा है, स्पेशली taking in view this upcoming Australia series and then the ODI World Cup?
See, this Australia series, I agree with Chetan that we should give opportunities, not experiment. Opportunities to the youngster, to the cricketers who haven't got the chance, including Surya Kumar Yadav. Because Surya Kumar Yadav is purely lucky. I would like to go back again. Surya Kumar Yadav is purely lucky to get that place in the squad for the World Cup. But here, if you deny Surya an opportunity in this Australia series, he should play all the 3 matches, because अगर यहाँ पर नहीं दिया तो World Cup में he won't have any confidence if anybody gets injured. So the way ahead right now, Australia series, US Test, you come and give opportunities, get those people some confidence, people who haven't got their chances. For example, Akshar Patel also might have to get, or if Washington Sundar is there, agar Akshar Patel, if he's ruled out of the World Cup, Washington Sundar might get more chances, followed by the other guys who haven't got their chances, including Prasidh Krishna or maybe Mohammad Shami. Then once you get into the World Cup, I mean, the plan is clear. You have to play your A side. You have to play the side that has won you the Asia Cup. Asia Cup, the wickets, the conditions were completely different from what will be there in India. Exactly during the October month, the wickets are going to be fresh, flat, and it might not even swing much as what we saw in the overcast conditions of Sri Lanka, Colombo. So here the plan should be clear. This Australia series is just an opportunity for the people who haven't got. World Cup is the real deal for these guys. और वहाँ पर I mean you have to play your A side completely. I mean I don't have any यहाँ पर ifs and buts complete and I mean I said purely I mean Surya Kumar Yadav की जगह Tilak Verma should have been there in the squad. Acts completely because and he doesn't have any spot like if you play him at number 4, Surya doesn't qualify. 6 is the only spot where he qualifies because you have to get those runs at the last over and 10th over मतलब आप death overs है. So he is purely a T20 cricketer. He knows how to play the rest of the overs.
Now, we have talked about Asia Cup, and we have also talked about what's going to happen in the upcoming series against Australia. But a quick update over here: Mohammed Siraj has been awarded with Player of the Match, and he said that this cash prize goes to the groundsmen because without them, this whole Asia Cup couldn't have been made a successful event. So a big kudos to Siraj over there. Great decision by Siraj. Now, earlier ACC decided to give cash prize to all the groundsmen out there who helped in making this tournament a success. Now here Siraj has given his cash prize to all the groundsmen. So that's the update. Player of the match goes to Mohammed Siraj and player of the series goes to Kuldeep Yadav. Srini, quick take. Kuldeep Yadav, player of the series, a great moment for him.
Great moment and India's finest asset. Right now, the kind of form that he's showing, I'm expecting a great World Cup from Kuldeep. And, kind of, he obviously came into his own. I think well deserved. Well deserved, but I don't think proper testing हुई है. वहाँ वो इंग्लैंड और न्यूजीलैंड और ऑस्ट्रेलिया और साउथ अफ्रीका के स्कोर्स देखिए 315, 311, 338, 360. वो
No, wait. Today South Africa was what 5 or 6 down.
416.
No over में they were 280 for 5 or 6 in some 41 overs. Last 9 over में क्या तोड़ा है?
Yeah, वो तो वहाँ पे नजर fans.
Anybody who thinks कि हमने एशिया कप जीत लिया तो हम वर्ल्ड कप जीत जाएंगे, we are the favorites. Stop fooling yourselves.
कुछ नहीं, like and for a spinner like
really challenge India.
Kuldeep
ना, India नहीं पहुंचे.
For a spinner like Kuldeep ना, the thing is that one odd day you run into an angry Ben Stokes, you run into an angry South African. वो 10 ओवर का स्पेल अगर तुमने उसने खराब कर दिया ना तुम्हारा, अभी it could happen in these 3 ODIs. मोहाली राजकोट वाले जो ODIs है, उसमें एक आध मैच में अगर किसी ने उठा के अगर आपको पेल दिया ना 70, 80, 90 रन 10 ओवर में, तो खत्म. फिर वो पूरा टूर्नामेंट, पूरे वर्ल्ड कप में वो फॉर्म वापस नहीं आने वाला. तो लॉटरी है. तो ये बात तो ठीक है. हम great effort in Sri Lanka and all that. इस बैटिंग लाइनअप, ये श्रीलंकन बैटिंग लाइनअप, आप किससे खेले? आपने बारिश में एक मिनट आपने बारिश में धुलती हुई मैच में पाकिस्तान के साथ 2 दिन के ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ 2 days आप खेलो. नेपाल के साथ खेलो, बांग्लादेश के साथ एक डेड रबर खेले, हार के बात हो रही है, डेड रबर खेलो. और जिस श्रीलंकन टीम से अभी आप फाइनल जीते हो,
वो भी 50 का टारगेट था. जहाँ पे
50 का टारगेट ठीक है, बट आपने कुछ करना नहीं पड़ा. वो लोग ने आपको मैच देके गए.
बिल्कुल
उन लोगों ने मैच आपको देके गए. they have gifted you wickets. So
but tell you, let's enjoy the gift today. आज सिर्फ गिफ्ट enjoy.
Let's be positive.
Exactly.
It's not gloom and doom. But again,
take it home. It's a great takeaway that you've won a
No,
tournament,
the
whatever,
four
12th
teams-
time.
Yeah,
Great takeaway.
the
But
four
nothing beyond
teams
that.
that are going to cause the most trouble, they have not arrived in the subcontinent yet. साउथ अफ्रीका हमें एक शो करना है इसके ऊपर भी, ये भी बात हुआ था हमारा. We need to do a show and talk about the other teams. Australia, England, South Africa, New Zealand. Kane Williamson is back. Gary Steed, probably the most intelligent coach in international cricket today. Australia, England की बैटिंग आप अभी भी देखो. बेन स्टोक्स 6 महीने छुट्टी मना के आता है, अगले दिन आके 180 ठोक देता है. South Africa's batting is very, very underrated at the moment. Henrik Larsson is such a great player of spin.
Yeah, the way he played, oh my God, was phenomenal.
Four teams, Pakistan को आप 1 मिनट के लिए साइड रख दो, उनका bowling खत्म, they are finished. They are finished before the World Cup itself. The four teams that are going to trouble India, they've not reached the subcontinent yet.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll talk about the other teams as well. Chetan has already mentioned the 4 teams we really need to talk about, and we'll talk about the other teams as well. But today, let's enjoy this victory. India won Asia Cup 2023. Once again, let me tell you all that player of the match goes to Mohammed Siraj, and player of the series to Kuldeep Yadav. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining with us, and enjoy the victory.
फास्टेस्ट क्रिकेट स्कोर अपडेट्स या सबसे डिटेल्ड स्टैट्स,
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें
या हेल्दी डिबेट्स,
सबसे एक्यूरेट एनालिसिस
या फैंस का क्रेज, सबके लिए एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म, क्योंकि क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट.